Righto, ladies and gentlemen, before we get underway with today's auction, I'd like to share a quote with you all from none other than the man himself, Thomas Jefferson. And while the quote goes, I find the harder I work in life, the more luck I seem to have. And I can confirm, the harder you bid here today, the more luck you'll have in buying 72 Licence Street. Well, it's a lucky day for me as auctioneer. They're actually selling my Grandma Sue's home today. Now, I always ask Grandma why she built such a big house when deciding to settle down. She always told me it was a big mistake of hers. And I wisely chirped back, well Grandma, sometimes we just have to embrace our mistakes. But she just leaned over and gave me a hug. Those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, Toby Lane is my name, and I'll be auctioneer here today on behalf of Tom Lane and the team at Property Brokers who have been expertly guiding you through your endeavours to buy here today. In terms of 72 Licence Street, Okatu itself, it's a freehold estate comprised of 23,784 square metres, or nearly 2.4 hectares. For those older folk in the room, it's around 6 acres. It's formally known as Lot 1, Depositive Plan 335522, and contained and described on Certificate of Title 24689. Now, as for the chattels, all of the standard ones remain, but I do have some exciting news. Grandma has opted to leave in her prized possession, being her walking stick collection. And now I know many of you may be thinking, Toby, I don't need walking sticks. And although you may not need them now, from what I've seen at 72 Licence Street, it's certainly a place where you'd want to grow old. But you won't be growing old before settlement, as it's only a mere 30 days away on Tuesday, the 6th of May. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now go through our roles and responsibilities by the conduct of auction. Our owners who have put their property up freely today have set me a confidential reserve price. Subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the property will be knocked down to the highest bidder. Now, my owners can withdraw the property any time before it's sold without declaring the reserve price. They've given me the sole authority to place vendor bids on their behalf. Now, if I do place a vendor bid, I can always assure you it'll be below the reserve price, and I'll clearly state when I'm doing one. I may nominate the increments in which the bidding is to be raised. I may refuse any bid if it's not in the best interest of our auction. And if there are any disputes, we'll simply resolve them by going back to the highest undisputed bid. And also, if any of my licensed colleagues are bidding on behalf of clients on the phone, I make them known to you as well. Now, your job. First and foremost, win the auction. Simple. If and when you do so, your job is then to sign the agreement and pay a deposit being 10% of today's purchase price into our company trust account. At that moment, we will ask that you acknowledge that you received a copy of the REA approved guide. Now, yes, we thought it was a mistake when Grandma built such a big house at the ripe old age of 79, but really, it was a stroke of genius. Grandma Sue took the advice of a man named Ray Kinsala, who said, build it and they will come, and come we did. So many magic memories of the adults piling into the spacious lounge and us kids playing outside wherever we wanted. With its lush green grass and gardens, and 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, it's your turn to host all the friends and whānau for Christmas. And yes, with 5 bedrooms, there's even enough room for the in-laws. Whether it's reading a book, soaking in the morning sun, or a cold beer, lemonade after a long day, the large deck out back accommodates for it all. With only a 5-minute drive to town and an even shorter walk to the beach, 72 Licence Street can be your slice of rural paradise without interrupting those also important weekend plans. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your plans are made. I'm just simply here to make those plans a reality. We've talked about Grandma's mistake, but don't make a mistake of your own here today and let this one slip through the fingers. Who's got an opening bidder offer to get us underway?
Just before you start, Mr. Auctioneer, look, I'm from Southland and I just love my cheese rolls. I forgot to check whether the grill function on the oven is working. So how can I be sure it will on settlement?
Yes, sir. Well, the grill's in the chattels, and there's a clause in the documentation that says everything by settlement date will be working. You've also got a pre-settlement inspection, sir. So when you come for your pre-settlement inspection, I'm sure my Grandma Sue will be happy enough to let you make a cheese roll using the
Whoa.
Yes, ma'am?
I noticed the neighbours have a big German Shepherd. I prefer smaller dogs. If he annoys us with his barking, what can I do?
Oh, that's a tough one, man. But I can assure you, he does. Well, I've been to the house before, and he does wear a bark collar, so barking shouldn't be an issue. Righto, ladies and gentlemen, who's got an opening bidder offer to get us underway? I'm in your hands. Everyone's seen a ghost? I can suggest a number who's got 600,000.
$500,000, please.
$500,000. Sir, I'll take your bid there, but you wouldn't like to increase a little bit? Okay, we'll take that bid there at 500,000 now. 500,000 with you, sir. Looking for a 50 anywhere in the room to take up the 600,000. Lovely increase of 100,000 there, ma'am. Looking for another 100 if anyone's feeling generous. 100 with you, ma'am. 700,000 now. Looking for another 100 anywhere in the room.
Will you take 20?
I'll take 20, sir.
Thank you.
20. 720 with you there, sir. Looking for another 20 in the room.
20.
20. 740 with you there, ma'am. First call at 740,000. Second call at 740,000. Third and final call. Righto, ladies and gentlemen, I'll get things moving with a vendor bid here on me of 20,000 to 760,000 with me now. 760. Looking for another 20 anywhere in the room.
All the sevens?
All the sevens. So an increase of 17,000 to take us through to 777,000 with you there now, ma'am. Looking for another 17 anywhere in the room.
Look, 7's my lucky number, so I'll go another 7.
You'll go another 7, sir. That'll take us through to 784,000 with you now. Looking for another 7.
8's my lucky number. I'll go 8.
8's your lucky number, ma'am. Well, that'll take us through to 792,000 now. We're at 792. Looking for another 8. 8 with you. That'll take us through to 802,000 now. Oh, no.
Just 8 on top of her 792.
Hers was 792. Oh, that'll take us through to 800. We're at 800 now. Looking for another 8.
Another 8.
Another 8. We're at 808 now. That's my lucky number. 808,000 now.
Yep.
816 with you, sir. Come on, think of those spacious lawns, people. 824 with you there, ma'am. We're at 824,000 now. Looking for another 8. 8 with you. That'll take us through to 836. 832. 832,000 there. So I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. I'm excited. I'm just as excited as you all are. 832. 10. 42. I like your style there, man. You got more attack than
Yeah,
game.
same as her.
More attack. That'll take us through to 852. So we're at 852,000 now.
All the 8s?
Look, all the 8s. Righto, so that'll take us through to 888,000 there. Looking for another. That's an increase of 26. So looking for another 26 in here in the room.
Are we on the market yet?
I'll let you know we're on the market, man.
How much do you need?
How much do I need? Well, the reserve price is confidential, but you bid as hard as you can, and when we do, when we are on the market, I'll let you know.
I'll give you 900,000.
900,000. Lovely increase of 22,000 there, man. Looking for another 22 in here in the room. First call at 900,000. Second call. Third and final call at 900,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will let you know we are on the market. It's here for yes, sir. 2. 902 with you there, sir. 902,000 now.
2.5.
2.5. 904,500. Looking for another 2.5 in your room. 2. 906,500 with you there, sir. Looking for another 2.5 or 2 in your room.
My last 2.5.
Oh, I've heard that before, man. That'll take us through to 908,000. We're at 908 now. Looking for another 2.5.
My bid's 909.
No, 909. That's my bad, man. Sorry. 909 now. We're at 909,000. First call at 909,000. Second call. Third and final call at 909,000. Come on, sir. You've been with me all the way. Go out. Ma'am, you asked the question at the start. You're all done? Can't do anything about that. Righto, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to sell it away now at 909,000. For want of one more anywhere in the room. Going once at 909,000. Oh, I'm going to sell it away now.
Yay!